Good morning, everybody. Welcome, James and or Rebecca of Messy Hole. Just seen you squeeze through the door. How's everybody doing this fine morning? Welcome to the Metal Angler. Let me see. Was there somebody else in here? I think it was just him and I. Oh, I'm sorry. Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting is on the road driving in Arizona, so he is listening to the podcast. Whatever works. That's something I should think about. Taking the audio from my streams and adding it to Spotify. I don't know. Think people will drive off the road? Oh my. You guys have a good weekend? My cold from last week is breaking up, so I apologize for that. For the extra sniffles and snarfing. You'll go back in there. Don't pee on the box, please. Okay? You my good boy? Yeah. Okay. Come lay down under the table with Mama. Okay? Be a good boy. Don't pee in my house. Right. Probably already done it. Good morning, Mama. Welcome. Happy Monday. All right, let me take my sweater off because already starting to experience the hot flash. That's gonna be because I'm drinking a hot coffee. Oh, sorry, bub. Yep, too short, definitely. Yeah, we went up to my sister and brother-in-law's property that they bought in upstate Vermont, up by St. Johnsbury. They bought it a few days before Christmas. They get 10 acres, and we went. We're supposed to be bringing 2 campers up there. Hey, what's with the freaking McDonald's? Anyways, we were supposed to be bringing 2 campers up there, but they were kind of curious as to how much snow is up there, and we'd kind of like to bring them before the roads start thawing, because some of them, it's like maintained to a point, and then there's dirt roads here and there. The last road we're on is the best road. But the first 2 or 3 we have to get through has some kind of yucky muddy patches. Hello, Ed, flash in your pan. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. So again, it was better than when we went up there our first time, and they followed the GPS, and it took us up a 4th of Dairy Road, which was for ATVs. We will never make that mistake. Don't go to Grist Hill Mill Road. Yeah. Not a problem. Thanks for stopping by and flashing us. Stop. But their whole area where the campers are going to be and all that stuff is down to grass. Not one, just a little bit of snow hanging onto the edge over by where the water flow is. The pond is still frozen solid. All 4 of us were standing on it, not all in one section, but my brother-in-law tried puncturing a hole through it. He got a little bowl happening, but nope, still solid. So that's, I don't know if that's good or not. Yeah, so again, the guy that has a camp across from us works works or owns an excavating company, and he lives in Concord, New Hampshire. Go figure, right? You move, well, you don't move, but you buy property in upstate Vermont, and your neighbors with your neighbor from your neighboring town where you live, Manchester and Concord. Kind of funny. Um, Cheers. So yeah, we went up there. We were measuring. We were taking different measurements of the slab that's there from a house that burned down, because that's where their 30-foot camper is going to go. They have a 20-foot slab, which we're gonna put "Good morning, Papa." Sorry that I do that, but I like to say hi to people as soon as they come through the door. So yeah, we're gonna put our 26-footer on a 20-foot slab. Hello, Jeff. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, guys. Um, their pond has a beaver hut. Apparently, in Vermont, it's against the law to cave in, damage, whatever, remove a beaver hut. I don't know about hunting. I know how they do the sticks with the snare wire on them, but that's usually pre-frozen pond happening. Or ice fishing, when you show it down there. So, because where you want to have the guy from across the way use his excavator and kind of like dig out one corner where the flow is coming out. And park rat metal detecting. Hello. Did you get your car, Pat? I remember last night Brewer said that the guy said 7 this morning. So I don't know if you're still at Brewer's, because I don't know how long I would assume it takes more than 3 hours to get home. Yeah, we were thinking about putting our camper up with their camp. No car yet. OMG. I thought they said 7. Do they mean PM? I'm sorry. I'm sure you are chewing your lip. Yeah, so we were looking at the slabs. It's like not quite 70 by 30 something, maybe 33. And their trailer is 30 long. So they had thought of where they were going to put it, but then they thought of doing it lengthwise, so that they can look at the panoramic view instead of being sideways on the pad. You know what I'm saying? And then they wanted our camper, to be up there with them. But the way that the slab is from the existing house that burned, they have a cement, some square or cement thing, and we don't know what that was for. And I'm like, geez, I hope they didn't encase something. The area where they wanted us to be on the slab, to me, looked like it maybe was some type of, oops, sorry, Bubba, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there. Some type of workshop, maybe. I don't know what that cement thing is, but anywho, Bill's still working there. I think it would just be easier if we just, went with this. What the original idea was, we put our camper on the little slab, which is away from the big slab, which works for us because you know what I mean? So when their children are up with the grandbabies and all of that stuff, and they're all chilling around the same area, we can go to our camper or take a walk on their 10-acre property. You know what I'm saying? But we ourselves, I love everybody, and I don't have a problem with being around anybody. But just to make everything be smooth, the transitioning, she wants to build an outside potty and shower area And her idea is she already has panels, fence panels, 8-foot fence panels. So we're gonna do frame it out and use the fence panels. And she wants to do, I forget what the hell she called. It's a it's a Chinese or Japanese slightly burning the wood effect to give it that cool. You can see the grain through it. I mean, you don't want to like set the freaking whole thing on fire. But yeah, she wants to scorch the outside of that. And then she was thinking of uh, either building on site or having a Home Depot shed or some kind of shed delivered to the site. Probably just have it, like all the pieces, and we erect it there on that slab where we were going to put our camper. We're thinking making a bunkhouse because she has a son and a daughter, and each have their prospective families with 2 to 4 children. You know what I mean? So we're up in East Bump. We don't. Nobody's gonna feel comfortable sleeping in a tent, knowing there's something that can just go zip right through that material and eat your kid. The dingo ate the baby. Only it would be like the bobcat, bear, or I don't even know what a coyote. Yeah, probably a yodi instead of a dingo. However, so they're gonna make a bunkhouse with a couple of sets of bunk beds in there, with the one that's got the full size underneath and the twin on top. So the mom and dad have ample space. Child above, another set of bunk beds for the other. You know what I mean? Yada yada. And then they have like a 1-year-old who can sleep in the bed with them. I don't think he'd fit in a drawer. But again, it's going to be for when whoever comes up, if they come up, it'll be a better chance of them coming up if they know they're in a structure and not behind parachute material. Not so much a camper, a tent. A tent is like a fucking McDonald's takeout bag, okay? They get a fucking Whopper. Yeah, definite. A camper, you have a little bit more time to get your gun cocked or whatever, your spear chucked. I would rather my ass be in a camper than in the 2-room tent that we haven't used in like 6 years, that we used when we went up to upstate New York. Hello, good morning, Shadow Movie 3. Oh, sorry. Oh, camper. Right. It's like a fucking hot pocket. Yeah, no. And we seen some kind of print. We saw some droppings. We weren't sure if they were moose, but somebody corrected me on my live stream on Facebook and said that they were not baby moose poops, but deer droppings. And my sister said that. I was just commentating. And then we seen prints, paw prints of some sort. Last time we were up there, that neighbor from Concord showed us a bobcat on his cell phone that was in that area. Could be that. Could be a neighborhood dog. Because the funny thing was, we were here on the property in December. Supposedly, only one person lives on that street full time. We were on that property in December to make sure that everything that was supposed to be off the property was gone before they actually signed the papers. We met these same people that we met yesterday with the 3 dogs walking up the road. So obviously they're back. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, we're being all friendly and and we were trying to look and see what we have to do, because like I said, we want to pull the trailers before the ground really thaws and you go through that springtime. You get a lot of rain in April. which sucks for dirt roads. However, those are supposedly maintained roads, so the people that we talked to yesterday said that they should grade them by May. Fucking May, hello. So yeah, we kind of wanted to. We were hoping we could get them up because there wasn't really any snow and it is all open. But like I said, some of the roads there are kind of iffy. So trying to pull a trailer, going through with a 4-wheel drive truck is one thing. Trying to pull a 30-foot fucking behemoth might not be such a good thing. The only thing I could think of is maybe if we brought a couple of pieces of plywood with us. And every time you got to one of those areas that were kind of like iffy, yank them out of the back of the truck and throw them across the worst, or even just apart, not even the worst part, but across that road. And then they can, and once the camper gets past that, yeah, I know it will take us fucking forever. But we'll get it there, right? I'm going to say that to them. I'm going to shoot her a text later on before I forget that. It's sunny but windy. We're supposed to have high winds again today. Okay, wait. So, ah, Pat's already in full swing, full bloom. Where's Jeff? He's not saying much. Oh, again, I'm sorry I wasn't around for Blue Bowl. I think we smoked another one or two, and then I was ready to go lay down. All that sitting in the car. Not that we did 4 hours, in one shot, but it was a long day. It was a great day, but my body was like, time to stretch. Depends on what you're trying to sell, Bill. A corn dog. There you go. Want to try my corn dog? It has fresh meat with a fluffy outer coating. With the flaky, buttery crust. Would you let me dip my wiener in your juice? In your eau rouge? Sorry. Brewer's like, up, and we just went south. Oh, my lord. Oh, Pat. Your poor pup's gonna maul you when you get and your wife. I don't know who's gonna get to you first. They'll both be in the door. Daddy's home, daddy's home, daddy's home. Would you take a corn dog? Hold on. Let me put that on the graffiti wall. Not normally. Brewers is laughing. Metal Angler. At least you guys, at least we all have a sense of humor and aren't like, oh my god. Well, then again, I think I already weeded out some of them. You know what I mean? Like you figure I started in October, and there are some faces that I haven't seen since the first couple of streams. Sorry, this is not fucking Sesame Street. This is not the Disney Channel. You want rated G? Hit the fucking road. Maybe I have to make one of those things to go after my intro. Material could include sexual content, smoking, no nudity. You don't have to worry about that. Well, this is not a horror flick. It's not a fucking sex flick either, but there are certain things I will speak about and certain things I won't. Yeah, it's more like Sesame Streak. Open Sesame Streak. I'd rather have the electric company. That was the in program back in the day. Which brewers, buddies, every time I read their name, I can't not go into the Rita Moreno fucking, hey, you guys, we're gonna turn it on. We're gonna bring you the power. Sorry, that's about as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not a singer, I'm a hummer. Shut up, Pat. uh, Snuffleupagus. He was one of my faves. I like Grover myself. That was my mom's favorite too. Cookie Monster. Pat's more like Tickle Me Elmo. ah, 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 ah. Oh, shit, that's too funny. And it's funny because certain letters, when you say certain letters, the light bulb goes off. I cannot. When you're trying to spell something to those foreigners that answer the phone every time you make a service call. So now you're spelling words out like you're a fucking cop. Charlie, Harold, asinine, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like every time I say N, and I don't mean this in any way, Nancy, but I go N for Nancy. Remember the Nancy nanny goat? N is for nanny goat. Tickle me, scrotal. Oh my lord. What's the matter, Bubba? Did I scare you? Oh my. So let me ask you this: what's your take on Ernie and Bert? That was the first gay couple you've ever been introduced to. Then again, I don't think they've ever had them in the bathtub together singing the fucking Rubber Ducky song. The Nookie Monster. Oh my lord. Brewers, you think Colin wants to be Big Bird and not Little Bird? Bert was always fucking uptight, like he had a gerbil up his butt. Ernie. I mean, then again, he was kind of nerdy because, he had a bottle cap collection. China bird, China bird. Oh my god. I just saw something this past week. Luis, the Mexican fucking Sesame Street guy, who I didn't know he was married to Maria, but anywho, I thought it was David and Maria. Luis, the original, I think there was only one Luis, anyways. He passed away this past week. That's all I gotta say about Wyatt. This is what I'm saying. I think that might be where they stored the rubber duck. Rubber duck, rubber duck. I don't know. Ernie was always a trickster or a jokester or prankster or whatever, and Bert was just always uptight. Very rarely did you hear Bert laugh. The count. One more hit. One F bomb. Two F bombs. I used to like and I don't know why. Remember that shady frog with the hat and the glasses, and it wasn't Kermit, and he'd be in like the back alley with the trench coat, and he'd be standing there, and he'd go, "Psst, hey, psst." Some clown would be walking by, "Psst, hey, I got something for you." And usually it's watches and shit, but it's like I got the letter J. I'll take J for 50. Today's color is green, bud green. I used to like the little. Remember the Tweedlebugs? You remember where the Tweedlebugs lived? If we do, we're doing good, guys. Tweedlebugs. They lived in a little cut down milk carton in a flower box, I think outside of Ernie and Bert's house. And I think Ernie and Bert kind of had like a Laverne and Shirley apartment. I think they were in the downstairs. Buying J's in the back alley. You know what I'm saying, Bruce? That's like cartoons. When cartoons first came out, cartoons are not made for kids. No. You watch fucking some Bugs Bunny, Woody Woodpecker, and Wile E. Coyote stuff. Most children can't read at cartoon level. You know what I mean? So when you like Opie and Dan and la 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 shit like that, I'm telling you right now, cartoons were geared for adults back in the day to kind of help. Back in the day, people went through a lot of shit. They had depression and all that. Um, but yeah, it was tailored to helping alleviate some stresses and all that stuff. Sorry. My kid is supposed to be meeting her tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, she had me look out for a package that was supposed to be coming in the mail, which we got. But I have after my stream, I told Mom on the way home from Vermont yesterday. I sent her a text, and I'm like, it was so funny. It was like boys in the front and girls in the back, like double dating, which is so funny. But anywho, I'm in the back seat texting on the way home from Vermont, and I text my mom saying, um, I love you, blah blah blah, but I'll be there tomorrow, and I'll take you grocery shopping. I'll be there around 11, so that way there she can sleep in. Yada yada. Hubby pipes up from the front saying, "What time did you say?" I said 11. He goes, "What about your live stream?" Oh my god. Thank you. Spanish. Wait, I gotta put this up on the graffiti wall. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to snorkel. So after the stream, so it's gonna be, like I normally try to. I would love to hang out and do like 3 hour streams. Oh my, I'm sorry, I'm not used to you being there. I don't think only once have I ever had people hang out with me that long. Online. But anywho, mana do 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 do, mana do 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 do. Mana do 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 do. And that would be where Pitt comes again. Nelly Man, Mike, hello and welcome to the stream. Only in Brunch with Bean. Whoa, freak! Only in Brunch with Bean. Can we make Sesame Street perverted or hey, yeah, perverted. I don't like using the R word, so we'll say we molested the system and kind of like had fun with it. Like, who are the other people? Who are the black couple? Gordon and she was always in the window. Susan, Gordon and Susan. She's always out there checking out what's going on in the block. Mike, morning. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm like, what? Yeah, Sesame Street. The place where you learn street cred. You're gonna learn, you're gonna learn today. Hey, I resemble that. Sesame Street, though, I don't think Miss Piggy was on Sesame Street. That's when it morphed and became the major Muppet Show, which was fucking awesome. Hello, she digs it. Happy swinging. Good morning. All right, Pat. Dude, I am so crossing fingers for you. Okay. Oh, there's Hubba. And like I said, oh my god, I know you love Jeff and having a great time, but I feel for you. So I mean, we're gonna do a prayer vigil here that you get your car back today, Pat. You take care now. We're all pulling for you, and I'm not gonna tell you what we're pulling. You ain't pulling your car, that's for one thing. Oh, how's it going, Mike? For Ballyman 24. Who else? Who's the last one through the door? She digs it. How's it going for you guys? Brad, I hope everything is okay on your end. I know you and Cynthia have some stuff going. I'm trying to think, is it Rocky Mountain Life that has, I think, also has stuff like that on his plate? What you laughing at? I don't care. As long as you're laughing, that's all that matters. Mana, beep, beep, beep. Pick and I are like Statler and Waldorf. Those two guys in the we're like Statler and Waldorf. We're like the old dudes in the balcony. Yeah, we do. We criticize the shows that we watch about social media and shit. I gotta start taping. Like, excuse me, taping. I gotta start recording us hanging out like we do and watching these things. You know, on all different kind of channels. We'll just say, and if I can just find the fucking editing app that lets you do picture in picture with moving, you know what I mean? So we can have our commentary on the bottom. Like we tried doing Mario Kart Racing. I was like, I keep going to call it Diddy Kong Racing because that's what we had back in the day with my kids. But this is Mario Kart Racing from the Wii, and for shits and giggles, we recorded us and the game simultaneously with different sources, but I still haven't figured out how to, hey, Milo, how to mix them, how to combine them. I almost had it one time, but they weren't quite in sync. They were just like a hair off with the talking us on the couch compared to what we were saying, and I wanted to mute one of them like us on the couch, and just keep the audio part from the video portion of it. But yeah, group hug, Bren. It's hard. Losing somebody is very, very hard. No matter how long you've known them, you know what I mean. Well, it's definitely way harder when you've known them, your whole life. But you know what I'm saying. Well, let's just. And again, I don't mean it like a dink by saying let's focus on the future and all the possible wonderful possibilities. But that's not right. You need to have your time of mourning, which is only natural, and everybody is, allowed that. Sorry, trying this new thing today with my hair, and it, still kind of one of those. Remember the headbands from back in the from whenever? They've been around forever, but I haven't worn one in a while, so I'm trying to train myself in it not flicking and yada yada, and that's not working out either. What you got, baby? You got your toy. You got your toy. Give me that toy. Give me that wuggy buggies. Quick, quick, quick. There it is. It's got a buffalo plaid bone, fluffy bone. That's got a squeaky thing in one end, and then it had almost like a cello wrap. Almost like what you would get for babies, elephants and stuff, and the ears all crinkly sound and yada yada yada. But yeah, still squeaks, and he's lucky because usually when I buy dog toys, I like rip the hole in it, pull out the squeaky thing, sew it back up. Enjoy your toy, but you're not gonna drive me crazy. Unless it was, something for outside, but I just cannot. That would be like sitting next to that fucking clown and I went, wait, no. I can deal with a lot of noises and stuff, but it's the irritating ones. I try not to have to deal with so much. Yes, Bill. Yep. And I feel for you too. You know what I mean? We all have, I don't want to say our crosses to bear, you know what I mean? Because that's not right either, but voids that will never be filled no matter because what was there that isn't there can never be replaced, and that's truth in fact right there. So all we can try to do is hold on to our memories and share our stories of the time because they can hear us, and that helps keep them in the present too. But there are some religions and people that believe that you shouldn't talk about the person once they're gone. How can you not though? Isn't that how you go through history? Is by being remembered for whatever? Tina funeral and the veterans. Well, I'm gonna just put you up on the wall, babe, so everybody can read. Yeah. Okay. I always, not to sound like a douche, but I always kind of like the wake is when you're laid out in the funeral parlor, correct? When people pay their respects. The funeral would be the mass or the procession from the funeral parlor. Because sometimes a service is said at the funeral parlor also, you know what I'm saying? And then they go from there either to a mausoleum. Sometimes if it's wintertime, that's where they go to pray or whatever for their last goodbyes. Um, or if it's in decent weather, then if you are going to go into a cemetery, then that the procession would go to the spot, the cemetery. Back in the day, you were in your living room for a week on ice, like a freaking storage of beer. But you want that because I don't understand what you do with all the puddling and all that. But yeah, you don't want to be smelling grandma, because back in the day they didn't have what we have today. I can't take the smell of my garbage after 3 days if it has some kind of carbs. What do you call it in there? Some kind of starchy stuff in there, or meat will turn. Even the smallest scrap, you go to throw something away, you're like, ugh, my bag's not even full, but when the smell beats the shit in the bag, time to get rid of it. Right. And again, that would be where people come and pay respects. And I don't know about you, but I've always patted or rubbed or not the face, you know what I mean? Or even just like this. But and I must say that makeup wise is a way better than what it used to be back in the day, because remember when they all looked like they had like flamingo coloring, orangey pink. Like, what the fuck? What circus did they belong to? None. So why are they dressed like a clown? Right. Yep. Because, and what was that? That was because back in the day, I think a lot of the utensils and plates that people ate from contained lead. So, anywho, something about they get some kind of poisoning, blah, 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 slightly or whatever, and they, ow, and they, to everybody else, their breathing is so minute. You have to be a piss poor doctor to not hear it, but I guess they have buried people alive because they thought they fucking were dead, and then they're scratching and trying to dig their way out of a wooden box, or like you said, they sit up in the living room and make other people die on the spot. Yep, cray cray. There's reasons we do things we do now, right? At least they don't stake everybody first before putting them in a box. Well, that we know of. How do we know? Hey, that's the same thing with ashes. How do you know that they're your loved one's ashes? You're taking somebody's word for it. You could have a combination of four fucking people that you know of, or more. Yeah, the bell. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? What the hell? Who's ringing the doorbell? We don't have a doorbell. Well, where's that ringing coming from? Ding a ling a ling. Grandpa's trying to get out. Right? And then like the Egyptians and stuff, and they take the body parts and put them in different jars because you need that to get into the afterlife to be reincarnated. No, Hey, no, you can't have that hip bone. No, no. You come get your toy. Where's your toy? Come get your toy. Come on. You're not getting that, Mike. I'm going to make you go in the house. Come over there by the door. Go find it. Go find it. Don't stare me down. Go get it. It's over there. Where's your toy? See it? There it is. There it is. Good boy. Go get it. You can't. No, no, not Buddy. Go get the bone. He's like creeping up on his brother. Fuck. A bell. It'd be like the firebox, right, babe? With the the telegraph thing in there. He knows SOS. Open the damn lid. Oh, geez. Well, at least we can all kind of laugh about it a little bit. My family, we tend to laugh somewhat the weeks. I guess it depends, you know what I mean? But that's how some people deal with grief, by crying, laughing, always at the worst inappropriate times. I think one of them is like a cowboy, and he's like a fucking saloon door. I think he swings both ways. We used to joke because there was no way he was tagging Coco, who stood this much, way higher than him. And if he ever tried to do her while she was laying down, she'd get up and he'd be hanging like a fucking dingleberry in a yo-yo till that motherfucker fell off out. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It is what it is. I still love him, no matter what. But he has to realize that just because he's open to it doesn't mean Buddy is. Buddy will fuck him up. Milo just went, yeah. Yeah. Here, no, you're not coming up. Play with your toy. Mama. Yeah, I really think Milo is. Yeah, because it's what alcohol you're talking about, Bill. They were pickled, they weren't embalmed, but pretty much the same. 8-pound madman. He's a Tasmanian devil. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I don't have anything for you. Hi. Are you camera shy? No, don't lick. Woo! No jumps. Okay, bye. See ya. I'm not coming anywhere. No, I'm not. See ya. Bye. Hit the road. Go lay down. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Go find it. Uh, you brat. He's a little munchkin. Like I said, I love him and I hate him. The whole reason they're still sucking air is because they're cute. Yeah, yeah. He's like a 2 or 3 time over rescue dog. He ain't fucking gonna escape this one. Huh? When he does, it's because he's got wings and he's joining Coco. Not JD. Yeah, I have a couple of pickled also in my family. And if they do have a sense of humor, it is like the warpedness. I mean, I enjoy humor. I can pick up pretty much anything, if I'm paying attention. And there are just sometimes when you have to explain a joke, it loses its funniness. Oh, they don't drink? Well, that's even worse. What would they call that? A dry drunk. Well, that's usually somebody that used to drink and don't drink. But if they've never drank and they're just plain old stick in the muds, then somebody should introduce them to a yummy brownie. you know. Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker, and if I do drink, it's shut up, like a fruity. It can't be a very alcoholic tasting drink. No, no, there's no way. I've done tequila in the past, but tequila makes me not fun, not funny anyway. So I mean, like I don't know how to explain it, but if you're being a jerk, I'll definitely call you on it. Like the guy that we went camping with, and we didn't have any. I didn't have kids at the time, but the whole thing was because we used to go camping with a bunch of people, and people had kids, yada yada yada. So this was a kidless camping trip, no kids allowed, blah 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 blah. And this fucking drunk walks through the campfire not once but twice, and second time he stops in the middle of the campfire and says, "I want to burn." And this was, we just got hit with like 30 some odd people that crashed our campsite outrunning stadies, okay? Because they're riding ATVs in a national forest and you're not supposed to, okay? So, anywho, we got 30 some odd people that showed up at our campsite with cops on their trail. A handful of these chicks that were with these people were way underage. They're all drinking and partying. I think they had like 3 dealers in that group. We were like, what the hell? And yet our dude is standing in the middle of a fucking fire saying, "How on to burn?" I had taken probably 2, maybe 3 shots of tequila, and I didn't fucking think I felt anything, but I grabbed him by his shirt front, physically pulled him out of the flames. Oh, I told him, you better stay away from the fire. We're not playing here. You know what I mean? Go take a seat, whatever. And yeah, no, as soon as I started to walk away, he started to take another step in for like the third time. And I grabbed him and I shoved him like this. And when I shoved him, he went flying onto the 10-man tent that we had, canvas tent that was up, and it took down like the front room from falling back into that post. I was ready to kick some serious ass, and I am not a scrapper. So, yeah, I try to stay away from fire water. Bad. I'm a person that likes to be in control. I know you're laughing and stuff and saying, "Oh yeah, but you smoke weed." Yeah. I have never lost my shit ever on weed. Do I get angry and upset sometimes? Yeah, as a human being, yes, but that would calm me. Weed would make me do the thing to not fucking go to your house and kick your door in. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to smoke a yay. And then as I am doing it, I'm going to be rethinking things. That's another thing. I'm a mother, raised 2 kids on my own. So you can't just have spontaneous reaction to things that piss you off. Because A, your ass will go behind bars. And who the fuck's going to be taking care of your kids? No. So I definitely think. I'm a thinker. Definitely, I'm a ponderer. Not a problem, Bill. I'm gonna have a smoke too, but I ain't going nowhere. Oh my. Bren, do you drink? And I'm not saying this like, are you a freaking alcoholic? I have You don't even have to answer that. I just wondering if you socially drank. You know what I mean? And if you did, what was your, you know, cocktail? Do you do on the rock? Give it to me dirty. What? They're about as much fun as watching ice melt. No, but I have found myself staring at plenty of freaking clothes dryers in my day, focusing on that one object that flips slightly different than everything else in the group. It's definitely, I think, a good way of like self hypnotism. Self hypnotism. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's another way, and that's another way of being able to just say, hey, you better not think you're gonna pee in here. Go away. You go lay down a ruggy bug. Get. Go play with your toy right here. Be tabos. Don't make me be tabos. No. Lay down right here. Excuse me. Yeah, I might. It depends on what time I get back from Mum's. But I think I might actually go in the camper today and see what else. I gotta bring in one of those like a serrated knife that we use to cut bread or a ham or something. And because I like I said, I haven't been in there probably about a month, but I left a couple of sticky traps and stuff just in case that little mousey was still around. And I locked the door that I thought he was coming in from or had come. Maybe he left. Who knows? But either way, I'm going to cut the foam mattress that he had made a burrow in. I'm gonna, cut that with the serrated knife and put it in a garbage bag, so it's not, a full size piece of foam. But we ain't keeping it knowing that something made a tunnel in there. How do I know that it was only one? And even that's all you need, no. So I definitely want to go in there and kind of slice them up into strips and then cube it so they fit in a garbage bag. And then I have some spray projects that need to be tended to. So that's another thing I got to do when I'm out with Mom. Note to self: look for either that blue painter's tape or the green frog tape, so that I can tape up around the areas that I'm gonna spray, so they don't get blasted. Welcome back, Mama. well, you know what? I don't normally do this because we've always had one that's been freaking 2 hours long, but I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm approaching like a dead zone or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to talk about? What topics and this and that? However, like I said, it's about an hour now. I think I'm going to call it. Oh, the mattress in the camper. I said I'm probably going to do that today after I take my mother grocery shopping. So, like I said, it's kind of like I feel like today's session has kind of been like just um like a wind down, or trying like a recoup type thing. It was definitely a therapy session, I think, like it normally is. But I can't see dragging this session out for 2 hours today because, like I said, for some reason, I'm just like half here. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I can see what I'm doing with my mom. I can picture the camper whole thing and this and that, but whatever. But I'm just like, I'm not going to waste anybody's time, and try to figure out what the hell I'm going to talk about for an hour, because we never have anything set anyways. We just go off the cuff and we all discuss what's going on in each other's lives, and that's what I love. That's what makes this different. Like I said, I think once we molested Sesame Street, we were pretty much done. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody that came today. And let me get my outro video. And that way there I can get to my mother's a little earlier than I said I was going to. Yeah, I think we all need to recoup. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really love you. Yeah. Mike, thanks for stopping in. Great seeing you again. And everybody else that did come. Love you all. Like I said, I'm just going to cut it out here so I can get the hell out of here and go see Mama. And I'll call her before I leave so she knows I'm coming. And now either I can get back that sooner or not. I still got to check on her bill situation and make sure everything's all copacetic before that happens. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Bill's gonna come back. We're gonna be gone. Everybody hide. All right, Mama, take care. Everybody that came, thank you so much. And I'll see you all on Friday, and we'll have a whole week worth of shit to talk about. All right. Love you all. Peace out. Thanks for coming.